All right, we're good. All right, so you guys said you guys were on number 4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I'll
so
just go ahead.
for number 1, true. Number 2, we put B. And number 3, we put D. And now we're on 4.
Well, but number 3 was we weren't 100% sure about.
Yeah.
Awesome. I will catch up to that. True. B. D. B, 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 D. Okay. And then number 4 is what you're working on now. Okay.
And I did get number 4 correct, so we'll have the right one at least for that one. So sorry, I was reading number 4, I think. Rotham City has 4 distinct neighborhoods. The property values are very similar within each neighborhood, but they vary considerably from neighborhood to neighborhood. One neighborhood has very low property values, another has extremely high property values. Property taxes are usually roughly proportional to the property values. What type of samples should we collect to gauge the residents' responses to a proposed increase in property taxes? A simple random sample. B, systematic sample. C, cluster sample. Or D, stratified sample. So you've got the rich neighborhoods and the poor neighborhoods, and you want to take samples from probably from both to see who wants the proposed increase in property taxes.
Is it systematic?
I think I put stratified, which it said was correct. And the reason I picked that was because it is, stratified is like there is a system to stratified, so it's kind of confusing between the two of them. But my understanding is that from stratified, you're pulling from 2 different groups that are like strategically have things in common with each other, if that makes sense. That's kind of how I remember it in my head.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
My computer's being super slow, so I've got you guys. I can hear everything that's going on, but I don't think I'm able to say anything.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay.
You can turn the video off if you want, if that might help. Okay, I'll just read the next one. When designed experiments are conducted in public school systems, researchers typically choose a particular district and randomly select teachers say, 4th grade students in that district. The experiment is then conducted using all the students in the selected classes. Which type of sampling scheme is implemented? So they choose a particular district, and then within that district, they randomly select teachers of a random grade, like for instance, 4th grade. And
Is that
then
stratified
from
random?
those grades, they
Is that the
use all the
stratified
students
random?
in those classes. So stratified was the last one that I got right. I didn't get this one right. So does anyone else have thoughts?
I'm still trying to open it up. I will, yeah, what number are you on?
5.
Okay.
So stratified
Oh, wow.
was not right on this one, huh?
No, it might, sorry, I can tell you what was not right was, I think I said systematic. Let me see. Yeah, I said systematic.
Well, I vote stratified then.
Yeah, it's similar to the last one.
So you guys think, so why don't you go ahead and try stratified and see how we do. Okay, number 6. I'll just go through all these ones that are the same. At a school fundraiser, the name of every person who attended was entered into a drawing. At the end of the evening, 6 names were selected to receive door prizes. Which type of sampling scheme was implemented? So everyone's there, everyone gets put into it, and then a few are pulled randomly at the end.
Simple random then?
Correct.
Neat.
Okay, number 7. A special interest group is conducting a survey regarding wolves in Yellowstone National Park. To adequately gauge opinions on both sides of the political spectrum, the researchers took a list of registered Democrats, so they've got one list of the Democrats, and selected a simple random sample of 100 of them. Then they took a list of registered Republicans and selected a simple random sample of 100 people from the Republicans. Which type of sampling scheme was implemented? Would that be systematic, do you think?
What number is this guy? 6?
Yeah. No, sorry, 7.
Okay, I'll just go to there. Okay, a special interest group is conducting a survey regarding wolves in Yellowstone.
I kind of vote systematic.
Oh, that's like the same question that was on the review. Give me one sec, I've got that one.
Okay.
That one is... I think it's stratified.
Then they would all be stratified.
Yeah.
No, sorry, except for the number 6.
Well, I don't know what the
Okay, so number 5. Number 5 we put stratified. Is that also true?
Well, I just know number 5 is not. Sorry. Okay, I know number 5 is not systematic.
Oh, that's a simple random sample.
For what, number 5?
Wait, let me see. Yeah, that's what I would go with, that one.
Maybe. Okay. Because then they use all the students, but it is of selected classes. Does that make a difference?
And districts. They chose a particular district.
That's true.
And then they used selected classes.
Let's see.
And particular teachers, too.
Oh, it could be cluster, actually. Because the definition for clustered is all of some of the groups.
Oh, okay. Oh, then that fits perfectly because they do all of the students in the 4th grade of a specific group. Okay, let's.
What did you guys go for, 6?
A simple random sample.
Yeah, there you go. That makes sense.
Should we
Awesome.
try systematic for 7, or did we say
Put stratified, but that's me.
Okay.
I can put stratified. And
selecting every nth individual.
So
it's not systematic.
It's not systematic?
Not. I'm looking not.
No, systematic is more like every 4th or every 3rd type of thing.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Okay.
Okay. Now this should be pretty cool. Okay, so we'll take this Crossroads purchase data for number 8, and then we use that cool little website to calculate all of what it wants for us. And that is in this one.
Calculate the mean.
Wait, what do you mean the little website? It's not the applet website. I think for this one,
and then
you use just the Excel sheet, right?
Yeah, it's under course resources, Excel tools, and then Unit 1 quantitative descriptive statistics web thing.
Oh,
Does everybody have that website? Because honestly, that is like so important that we all have it.
I'll download it. I was just doing it a longhand way.
Okay, so what I was 4.771.
Yes, that's what I got. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I got too. Is just off of the Excel document, but you said there's a website that has tools on it too.
Yeah, actually, you don't have to do any of the math. So you just,
That's nice.
okay, I'll give you that. So basically what you guys have to do is I'll give you the website
So if we
so you guys
open,
can look it up that way.
if you open iLearn in another tab, can we find it there?
No, I would go to, okay guys, oh shoot. I will take a picture of this website and send it to y'all, okay?
Okay.
Okay, or you
Because
can
I
the
honestly,
URL in the chat or something.
You said it was in our
oh yeah, you're right.
course folders or something?
Yeah, it's under Help Excel Tools. And it's part of the book that we have for this class. And sent it out. Did it go?
Did you just put it in the chat?
Yeah,
Okay, I
should
don't
be on
see
the side of
it.
your screen.
I don't see it.
You all don't see it?
No, there's nothing there.
Awesome.
If you can you text it to us?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, because honestly, guys, it's going to have so many answers on there. Like all of the quadrant answers are on there.
Thank you so much.
HTTP.
Yeah, see, so I wasn't able to do number 9 because, I mean, I could have, but I would have had to take all 85 numbers and subtract the deviation from them.
No. Okay. I'm almost done, guys.
That's fine. Oh, course tools. I see what you're talking about. So class list, groups, attendance, e-portfolio, awards. No, maybe it's not in there. Oh, you said help. Student help guides. No?
Yeah. Did you see? So when you go, well, I'm almost done. I'll just send it.
Okay, all right.
Okay, guys, I just sent it out. Hopefully you guys will get the link. But let me see. So basically, if you go onto our textbook online
Mm-hmm.
and you click on, so you're gonna see like the statistics textbook, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to the link that says, like, I think it's the main page. It says course resources, unit, and it's unit 2, unit 1 and unit 2, quantitative data. So if you click on course resources, then you go to Excel tools there. And then it takes a second. Then you use that first link that says Unit 1 file, and it's called Quantitative Descriptive Statistics.
Oh, the Unit 1 quantitative data 1? Or...
No.
oh,
Unit 1 file.
Course resources. Okay. Excel tools, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, Unit 1 file. Okay, I see it.
Click on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to bring up this cool little Excel sheet, right? You'll notice under column A, so delete all those little numbers, just backspace them all. And then just take copy and paste that data into that column.
So Oh. Wait, so we, under A, that's where we put all of our information?
Yeah, so under A, delete whatever numbers are already there.
Mm-hmm. And then we copy
And-
and paste B, column B, right?
I think in the Excel worksheet, it's, yeah, I don't remember what it is. Yeah, column
That's the one
B
that has the
without the
numbers.
word amount. It's just the numbers.
Okay.
It's going to give you, basically.
And then paste over there. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my gosh, so much better.
Isn't that?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, and there's all the other answers. Okay. Cool. I saw them
Okay.
using that in the videos, but I had no idea where to find it or that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, no, you're totally welcome. Let's see now. Now we can go back to where we were somewhere.
So then the standard deviation would be 1.912.
Yeah. Let me see what I got. Standard deviation 1.912. Yeah. Or nine one two. And then the next one, okay. So do you guys know how to create a histogram?
I don't know if I did it the right way. I just copied all, or I highlighted all the numbers in my Excel, in the Excel, and then I think I highlighted the method column, which is column A, and
Highlight all the
column B.
numbers.
Oh, just
Yeah.
the numbers? Okay.
Just the numbers. And then you literally will go to
Was it
insert.
insert, right? Okay.
And
Now,
then
which
it's
chart
under
is it supposed to be in there?
histogram. So you just click on the corner where it says see all charts.
Mm-hmm. Is it the top left
Oh, it won't.
chart?
See all charts. And then it says, literally is labeled histograms. All charts. And then though it's called histogram. And I believe it only comes up with one option. Yeah.
I don't even see a histogram option.
So
I see.
when you're under insert chart, right? You already highlighted your column. You're at insert chart, and then on the top it's recommended charts and all charts. If you click on all charts,
I see column, line, pie, bar, area, X, Y, star, all those listed, but I don't see histogram.
Oh.
Huh, that's interesting because it should be under tree map, sunburst, histogram.
So let's see. So I highlight that column.
Yeah, you were reading off a bunch of them. Those were the same ones I can see, but then like down another 8 was histogram.
Yeah, it stops at radar for me.
Mine's
Oh,
the combo.
Huh.
Can you expand that window or anything?
I'm trying. It's so weird.
I don't think that's the problem because I can still, like, there's still room under mine. So if the list was going to be longer, it could be.
Right. Yeah, okay. Expanded the window didn't help. That's so weird that you guys haven't and we don't. And I downloaded the Excel that they wanted us to download.
Huh.
That's
I'm trying to
weird.
think a way around that. Let me see. Let's see. I don't really think there is. Let me see.
So I did it as a column graph, but that's probably not right.
Well, it's similar, honestly, but I don't
Yeah.
think it's obviously not what she's looking for. I'm not sure how to help with that part.
That is weird. Okay. Well, maybe we can look and see if anyone else had the same problem and see if there's any discussions or going on in the question board.
Okay, sounds good. All right, and then for the next one, I think they were pretty cool, like pretty self-explanatory. I got for that first one, for what A should be, the value I got was negative 165.
Yes, I got that.
Does anyone have questions on how to do that?
That was for 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then for the next one, I got 0.681.
So what did you do for that one? Because I must have done it wrong. I was trying to do the standard deviation over the square root of, wait, hold on. I think I'm looking at the wrong papers.
Yeah,
Hold
no.
on.
I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
That's my wrong.
Don't scare me like that.
Sorry. Well, I'm sure, I mean, my answer was wrong, so, but I lost my paper. There it is. Oh, great. I didn't write it down. Okay, sorry. So, why did I have a question about that?
Okay, so here's what I did. So so the x is given, so all we need is x bar, right? And x bar is the mean. So all I did is I added those 4 numbers and divided by 4. So that gives me my mean.
Yes.
Yes. So once I got that mean, the mean was 38.075. So I just took x, which was, oh no, I already did that part. Sorry, I skipped ahead. So if you add all those numbers, divide by 4, you will get 38.075, which is your mean, the x bar. Okay. And then I took that for A, obviously I did 37.91 minus 38.075, and then that gave me negative 0.165. And then for the other one we're going to need to find is that B. And for B, it's the same 38.75 because that's our x bar. But you change the x. Yeah, and it's a different x because it's the one for Roberta.
Oh, that's where I messed up. Okay. So then for B, it's supposed to be 37.25.
Minus 38.075. Squared.
And then squared. Gotcha. Okay, I think that's where I messed up. I did 37.91 as my x. Thank you.
No problem.
And what did that come out to be?
I got 0.681.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
For the next one.
It's 13, right?
Yeah, is that the variance?
Wait, what is the quantity? What quantity is equal to the sum of the numbers in the squared deviations column? Yeah, I have no idea. That's like a vocabulary straight up.
Well, we know that it's probably not the mean or standard deviation. We know those. So my guess is the variance.
The variance does sound right.
Let me, well, I mean, if you guys want to do that, I was just going to look it up.
Okay.
Because I do remember adding all the numbers in the last column. Should we try the variance and see?
Yeah, I think you're right, guys. Okay. What is the standard deviation of these temperatures? Okay, So that's just the standard deviation formula, right?
Yeah, and they're talking about just the X column, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or are they asking?
Oh,
Are they
well,
asking
yeah.
about the squared deviations?
I think, oh, wow, that's a good question because they did give us the deviations, didn't they? Oh, no, they didn't.
Well, if it's the X column, I got 0.619.
I wonder if that's something we could put in
I think
here.
for
You know what,
standard
guys?
deviation, you're supposed to add. Wasn't that where you're supposed to add all of the answers from the squared deviations? Am I crazy?
Wouldn't we be able to delete the information that we have in our data set and then put in those 4 numbers and it should give us a standard deviation? Pretty
Sorry,
sure.
can you repeat that?
So wouldn't we be able to go back to that price about and just like be able to put in those 4 numbers and it should give me a standard deviation?
That makes sense.
It could. I just used the Excel function for standard deviation.
Okay, let me compare my answer to yours. I just need 1 second.
Okay.
I just need to know what numbers I'm using. And it was from the temperatures, right?
Yeah, just the X column.
Okay. Okay, so 37.91,
Okay.
37.25.
I put them in there. It says 0.715. Is that what you got?
I got 619.
0.619?
Mm-hmm.
For your standard deviation?
Yeah.
So
What did you get?
0.619.
I got
And what did,
0.715.
that's what I got. I don't know, but I don't know which way we're supposed to go about it.
Okay. Yeah, if I use a different one, then it gives me 0.715. So let's say that one.
All right, we'll give that one a try.
Okay. Under certain conditions, the standard deviation can be negative? No.
No.
No. Isn't it supposed to be between like 1 and 2 or something like that? I don't remember the rule. I don't know.
I think wouldn't it be 0 and 1? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I just don't know that it's ever negative.
Yeah, no, it's not. So false.
Okay. Oh, they give us everything for this next one. That means it's going to be hard. All right. Which location resulted in the most consistent temperature measurements from another? Most consistent temperature measurements.
So if you just jump to the chart.
Okay.
If you want to see which one is most consistent, so they put their thermometers on different body parts. That's under location, and then the sample size, and then the mean, and then the standard deviation. So which one deviates the least amount, so to speak?
So that would be external or whatever?
Correct.
Oh, thanks for rephrasing that question.
Yeah, no problem. I know, I read through it twice, and then I was like, wait, what are they actually asking me? And then I'm like, oh, okay, thanks for all those words, people.
So which one deviates the least is what that one's asking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the way that they phrase that is,
Bless you.
which location resulted in the most consistent temperature measurements from one seal to another. So the
And
most
that makes
consistent, so
sense.
they're close together in numbers, which means that they don't deviate from each other very far because they're consistent. So.
And it's the key word here is knowing where to look, and it's under deviation because it's going to be the same measure from one to the next. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the number of hours students spend studying the exam were recorded. The data are okay. Use the plot box. What is the third quartile? Well, 1, 2, 3, 8.
Yeah.
Nice. What is the percentage of data that lies between 4 and 8 hours? 4 and 8. Let's see.
Does that fall under the rule of the like 68, 95, 90, whatever those numbers are? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't think so. I think this is supposed to be a little bit easier. Like, for example, we know that this from the lowest to the max, it's 100%, right?
Yeah. And between the second and third quartile, it should be 50 as well, right?
Yeah. So is this?
So should it be?
Oh, go ahead.
Well, should it be 50? Because it's from 25% to 75%.
That's what I think.
Okay.
Any other guesses on that, guys?
No, that sounds good.
Okay.
Sorry, I've got a 2-year-old problem.
No, that's fine.
2 years old, huh? You should solve that problem by now.
I know, right? Oh, yeah.
Just
It would. Wait, why am I looking at myself now? Okay, sorry.
All right. So this one says an observation. Well, we can read it to ourselves. And then what's the question? So estimate the mean of the measured nitrate concentration in Rexford's drinking water. So wait, isn't that given to us then? Huh.
So they tell you that the first number is 1.59, and then the high number is 2.52, and that the mean minus 2 standard deviation, I think that's what that stands for, equals 1.59. Mean plus 2 standard deviation equals 2.52. So when it said to estimate the mean under number 19 of the measured nitrate concentration in Rexburg's drinking water, what I did was I added those two numbers together and divided by 2 because I figured the mean is right between them, right?
Right.
And that was
wow,
correct.
that was really smart. Did it work?
Yeah.
Wow, that's super cool.
Wait, I'm pretty sure it did. Hold on, let me make sure. Yes, it did. Okay, yeah. So it was 2.055. Can you guys hear my daughter crying?
That's not a problem.
Sorry.
So
My
you
5-year-old boss
added
is trying.
2.52?
Sorry, it was 2.055. So
right, but what
I
did you
added
do to
those
get
two.
it?
I added 1.59 plus 2.52, and then I divided by 2 to figure out what was the number right exactly between them, or in other words, the mean between them.
Okay. 0.55. Okay.
But I didn't get the next answer right, so we'll have to work on those together.
Okay. Estimate the standard deviation.
Of the measured nitrate concentration in Rexburg's drinking water.
Okay, give me one sec. I need to look at what my formulas are.
So what I had, what did I try to do? What I tried to do for that one. No, it was just totally wrong. So there's no point. I got that one wrong.
My guess
Fair
would
enough.
be take the mean, and then it tells you what, plus and minus 2 standard deviations would be. So that difference, you just divide it in half, and that would give you plus and minus 1 standard deviation, right?
Mhm.
Oh,
How did you? Well, that's cool. What did you say? Can you go again?
Yeah. So it tells us. Well, we know because the answer to question 19 is the mean, and then we know that 2 standard deviations away from that in both directions is 0.159 if you go below it, and 2.52 if you go above it. So that's 2 standard deviations. So if you just cut that difference in half, so like the difference between 2.055 and 2.52,
right,
if you divide that number in half, then that should
right.
be 1 standard deviation.
I like it.
So what did you get?
Yeah, I was just typing it in real quick. Let's see what it says.
Oh, that's cool.
0.055 plus 2.52 divided by 2. 2.28. So then if we take that,
2.005 minus what?
hold on.
Yeah,
We-
2.005, and then you can, so that's the middle. So we can either,
So
You
then
can
we
really-
can take that number and
Yeah.
subtract 2.055 from it. Is that what you're thinking?
well,
Wait, no, that.
Yeah,
So
so if
there's
you-
a 0.2325 between them.
Wait, can somebody give me the equation again?
So basically what I was thinking, it doesn't really matter whether you go above or below the average. So you can do either one. For me, I chose to do, you take the average, and then I just subtracted the 2.52 from it.
2.52 minus what?
Yeah, so in your case, you can do the 2.055.
Minus 2.52, divide by 2?
No, add it.
Sure.
Now add 2.055 plus 2.52 and then divide it by 2
Okay,
to
Thank
see what
you.
number is exactly between them. Which, because he said that he pointed out that 2.52 is 2 deviations away. So if you wanted to go only 1 deviation away, then you have to go exactly between those 2 numbers. Right?
Right.
so you get a number, or let me do it, that's
So then we got 2.2875.
fine.
And then, so 1 deviation would be the difference between that number and the middle, which is 2.055. So then I took that number, which was 2.2875, and I subtracted 2.055, and I got 0.2325, which means that if I was to go 1 standard deviation, I would be at 2.28 above the middle, and then if I was to go 2, then I would be at 2.52. Is that what you were talking about doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it turned out to 3?
What was that?
What did the answer for 20 turn out to be?
0.2325. So if 3
Three.
decimal places, so 0.2325.
3.
3.
Cool. Awesome.
Assuming we did it right.
Yeah, we'll see, right?
Yeah.
Wow, I am so confused with these questions. I feel like I haven't seen enough of this. Let's see.
So go ahead. Go ahead. I think it helps me, at least, if I draw it like the charts that we've seen. Like let me see if I can show you guys this. Can you see that? I've got like my humped camel. I can't tell if I'm showing you the right thing. Can you see what I drew?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so then on the lower side, it helps me to draw it out like that. You've got 1.59 in the middle, you've got 2.055, and on the higher end you have 2.52. And we know that the higher end was 2 deviations away. The lower end was also 2 deviations away. So that under the percentages, we knew that in the middle, that was someone help me with the percentages. Was that the 68%? The ones in the middle?
Yeah.
I think that's
Wait, let me
one
make sure.
standard deviation.
Let me see.
One standard deviation is the 68, and then 2 is the 95.
Okay, and then 2 is the 95. Okay, so if that's the case, sorry, I tried to draw it, but I didn't draw it very well, so I could show you guys, but it's probably not gonna. 2.287. Okay, plus I can't see what you guys are. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the mean we discovered, and then this was 1 standard deviation away from the math that we just did was 2.287. So then so that would be under the 68%. And if we wanted to find out the negative side, we would just subtract 0.2325 from that number. So that would be the 1 deviation away, the 68%, and then 2 deviations away, the 95%. I didn't draw it super well, but
so it looks like it's D, is that right?
So
yeah,
wait,
that's the
which
only one
one?
that has 2.28.
Okay.
So yeah, D, I think.
So that would be correct.
Okay.
Did that make sense to everybody?
I'm gonna probably go back and study that a little bit more, but thanks.
Yeah, basically, for what helped me is in the original description, it gave you the 2 numbers that were 2 standard deviations away from the mean. So you know that just the stuff that's in bold, it's showing you what covers 95% of everything. And so you don't want all that. You just want 68%. So it's going to be numbers that are closer to the mean
within 1 standard
than
deviation.
those 2 that were in bold. And the only answer that has 2 numbers that are closer to the mean than those 2 that were in bold is D.
Okay. For 22, the admissions committees. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna write down these numbers.
So yeah, this is the information that we need for all the rest of the questions. So definitely write them all down. Write down the mean and so the mean, where was the mean? Is 542.3. Standard deviation is 120.54. The minimum score is 500. So that's X. Then it says, but it is rare for students with scores less than 600 to be admitted. So then what is the probability that a randomly selected student will score above 542.3? So this
Okay,
is
so I
where
need to
we
find a
need the
z-score, right?
Yeah, I think do we need the applet for this though? Because I tried doing these without the applet and I was,
Yeah, so you need to find the z-score and then
Was-
use the applet to find the probability.
and then plug the z-score into the applet and then it'll give you the probability, right? At the top.
So, okay, the z-score should look like 500 minus 542.3
Sorry, I think it's the opposite.
divided
I think it's
by,
542.3 minus 500. But I might be wrong. Anybody have thoughts on that? The reason I thought that was because in our other examples of doing these kinds of problems, the number that was given in the information was like the base number. So that was always the one that got subtracted. But
okay,
I'm
but
not-
the
I'm not
mean is
positive.
the u, right?
Sorry,
The,
yes.
whatever.
Yeah, so that's so
So-
minus the mean, and the mean we were told.
So
Oh,
what's the, I guess my question is, what's our x bar?
yeah, you're right. So then, yes, maybe that's why I got this one wrong, is because I switched those.
Okay.
Because you're right, because u equals 500.
And then we're saying that our x bar is, wait, no, mu equals 542, no?
No, wait, that's why I did 500 there, is because for the z-score, you want the value minus the mean over the deviation. So
it should be,
right?
I just don't know what to do for x, but I'm thinking it's 500 minus 542.3 divided by 120.45.
Well, can somebody find does anybody have the z-score written in their notes? Because what I have is the value minus the mean, which would mean that it's the opposite of what you're thinking. It would be 542.3 minus 500.
You're saying it should be 542.3?
Minus 500.
Oh, why would they do that?
Because you're thinking it's the mean minus the x, right? Because they told us what the mean is. The mean is 542.3. So u equals 542.3, right?
Yeah.
So if our equation is x minus u divided by that little o thing, then it needs to be something for x, which I think is 500, minus u, which is 542.3.
Yeah, I thought it was the variable minus the standard deviation. Or sorry, anyway, the variable goes first, at least as far as I know.
Minus the mean?
Minus the mean divided by standard deviation.
What's the variable you're saying? What's the variable?
Well, they told us what the mean is, so the mean cannot be 542.3.
We're still working on 22, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know it's not the median, but is it not 50%?
No.
Okay.
No, the probability is actually going to be the score that you get from putting it into the applet.
The z-score?
And so you put in the z-score into the applet, and then you know how you get top of that? So when you highlight to the right of the mean, then you're going to get your probability. But I'm just trying to figure out what equation to use for my z-score formula.
We're trying to figure out what x is. Is x 500 or is it 600? Because those are
That's
the
so
only two
crazy.
numbers it could be, right?
Well, because, okay, we're agreeing that the mu is 542.3, correct?
That's the mean. Yes, that's you.
Okay, so we know that, and then we also know our standard deviation is 120. So it should be something minus 542.3 divided by 120.54. Let me read this again.
Well, in this case, the score that we're trying to look at is also the mean.
Right, so is it going to be 0 at the top? Is that possible? I don't know.
No.
You can't divide 0 into... I mean, you can, but it's 0. All right, let's just try one of them. We'll turn the quiz in and see. Okay, so let's
I'm
go
gonna
with
guess.
our...
I'm gonna guess 50% because if it's, I don't know.
Okay, and let's have
0.5.
somebody else do. Let's have somebody else do the equation. What equation are you leaning towards, Bree? Wait, you're not Bree, are you? Hold on. I keep seeing Bree, so I keep
No, that's
thinking
Alba.
Bree.
Oh, that's Afton?
Yes. Or
So I'm Alba.
you're Alba.
I'm
Yes. Okay.
Afton.
Okay. So Alba, have you already turned in the quiz once?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So I have. So I can't turn it in again. But can we get? So he's gonna put 50%. Can somebody else do? Whatever equation you guys are leaning towards. Just either 500 or 600. Maybe one of you do 500, one of you do 600. What do you guys think?
I think I already did it with the 500.
Okay. So then, Alba, do you want to try it with the 600, or is there something else you're thinking?
Wait, you did. Wait, Afton, you already did it, and did you check it, or is that just what you guessed?
Yeah, no, I haven't checked it, but that's the value that I have in it right now.
Okay, so I'll do 600.
100.
So, Afton, did you do 500 minus 542.3 divided by 120.54?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you put that into the applet, or no?
Mm-hmm.
The answer that you got?
0.6372.
Okay, so then you put that as the z-score?
No, that's the probability score that I got from putting it in the applet.
Hey, girly.
Wait,
Oh.
do we use the applet for this one or not?
Yeah, we do.
It's the probability,
Okay.
not the z-score.
Right, but in order for you to get that score at the top, you're going to need, the probability is that score at the top.
637.
Oh, wait, so I'm doing 600 minus 5. 1 second. 600 minus 542.3.
Mm-hmm. Over 120.54. So, Afton, when you used the applet, what did you do?
You put the z-score into the z-score box.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want it above. Do you highlight above it?
Oh, right.
So you highlight to the
And
left.
to the right.
Really?
Wait, did it say more than or less than?
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right, to the right.
The score above.
Yeah.
So did that give you 26.21%?
I think I did it different. I don't know. I'm kind of to the point that I need to go soon, so.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, we'll see. Was your z-score, you said your z-score was 637, right?
Yeah.
So when I put that in and I highlight above it, then
No, that
tells
wasn't
me...
the z-score. That was the
I'm sorry.
probability that I got. That wasn't the z-score.
Oh, I'm
I don't
sorry.
remember
Okay.
what the z-score was.
All right. Well, we'll hope we get it right, and if not,
anymore.
then we'll each figure it out. Okay, let's move on to 23 then. What is the probability that a randomly selected student will score below 600 on the GMAT? So this one we definitely use the 600 for.
Thinking,
So then this one.
yeah, let's use the 500 for this last one, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and do it with 500.
Okay.
So
So then
it
for
would,
this one, it would be 600 minus 500 divided by 120.54. Does that sound right?
yeah, do you want to go ahead and try that and then put it in the applet and tell me what you get? I'll give you the answer to the last one because I'm working on it.
Are we supposed to be doing over the square? No, sorry. Don't answer that. Never mind.
No, we're not. It doesn't have a sample size.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so that means 100 divided by 120.54
Would it
equals.
not be? Is the mean 542.3?
I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you for correcting that. Yes.
Okay.
So 600.
Okay, guys. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
minus 542.3 divided by 120.54 equals 0.4786. So 0.479 into the applet. So it goes on the positive side because it's positive, right?
Right. So I got 63%, 64%, 0.64 for the 422.
Oh, sorry. You got what?
Okay, so I got 0.64 for 22, and then for this one, we're trying to score below 600, so make sure you highlight to the left.
Does anybody know if you're supposed to be putting these in as point or as the solid percentage?
No, as point.
Yeah.
Okay. So for number 23, when I put in the z-score as 0.479 and I highlight to the left, then I get the percentage, the area as 0.684.
0.684.
40.
Okay. And, oh, I guess then for y'all's, if you guys want to do 3 decimals, 0.637.
It doesn't say if we need to do, that's why I'm not sure if we're supposed to be putting them in as decimal. I don't know. It's confusing.
Yeah, I'm guessing 3 decimal
So you
places.
said 0.647?
Okay. Hey, girlie, leave that same page. Now highlight to the opposite side because the next question wants the above.
Yeah, 600 and above.
Okay. So did you guys get 0.316?
I can check it. Do you want me to check that math? Is that what you're saying?
No, I just, did anyone else have the applet open? I think after.
I have it. Divided by 120.54. Okay, so for the one you're doing, did you get a z-score of 0.4786?
Yeah, so I put in 0.479.
Perfect. Let's see. I'll just do it with you. I just couldn't catch up is all. Point.
That's all right.
4,
So if you
6. Okay, and then for the above, you also highlight the middle, right? So I got, oh, you don't?
I don't think so. I think you just highlight above where the z-score is.
It
Anybody?
says we'll score 600 or above. So it wants both that center portion and the portion above.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm highlighting the middle and the above?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can you guys see my applet?
So,
Can you see
yeah,
it?
highlight that middle portion as well. Yeah.
You think so?
And then what number did you get? I can't see your number from there, but.
0.6840.
Yep, that's what I got. 0.6840, yep.
All right. 0.684.
Why did I have this random number? Point.
Next question.
4.
25. Find the, oh, so I think you just, Find the score that corresponds to the 10th percentile. Anybody know how to do that?
Totally beats me. I have no idea.
I was just thinking about it. I mean, we know what the
Do you
50th percentile is, right? The mean. Do we just divide that by 5?
I've never done that for an assignment, but we can try it.
What if we put 0.10 on the top, on the probability? Wouldn't that make it the 10th percentile or no? Am I crazy?
Yeah. Wow, that's rough. I have no idea. Did you miss that one too, girly?
That would give us a z-score, but not the actual score. So then we'd have to like use the z-score formula to calculate what score.
Yes, I do remember doing that, but I don't have it in front of me.
What should we do?
So if you put the 0.1 in for the probability, it'll give you the z-score, and then you need to use the z-score formula to calculate what the value would be.
Do you remember what that formula is?
Well, it's the same one that we use to calculate the z-score. Then you just have to undo it to solve for what we don't have.
So x minus u over standard deviation?
Yeah.
Equals z.
And what is... Okay.
The z.
What's the z?
Z-score is 1.2.
Sorry, you were breaking up. What did you say?
1.2.
So that means that z times the standard deviation plus u equals x. Does that sound right to you guys? And if z, when we put in 0.1 into the applet, then I got the z-score of 1.28. Sorry, 1.282.
Wow, I'm honestly so not helpful for this. I'm not sure. I'll go with y'all's best
standard
guess.
deviation. What was the standard deviation? 120.54, and then plus the mean, which is 542.3. Is anybody following along? Am I doing this right?
I would love to help you, but I have no idea, girly.
Equals. All right, I'm going to punch this in and see. 1.282 times 120.54 equals 154.532 plus 542.3, 696.832. And what's it asking for?
It wants it to the nearest whole number. So 697.
The number that... Oh, the number that corresponds to the 10th percentile? What in the world? Should there be more than one number or not? I guess not.
I don't know.
All right, let's try it. Let's try 697. See what happens. Did you guys understand what I did there?
I honestly did not. But I don't want to stop you because you seem to get it.
Well, when she told me to take the z-score, I just took that. Or she said to use that formula, but solve for x. So can you see that formula?
Let's see.
Can you see it on my screen?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, that's supposed to be x
Oh,
minus.
the
So then I
z
solved, I
equals.
moved them around. So then I multiplied by the standard deviation to get the standard deviation on the other side, sorry. And then I had z standard deviation equals x minus u, and then I added u to both sides. So then I had x equals, sorry, I'm scribbling all around. Z times the standard deviation plus u, the mean. Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
So anyway, just so you know, I don't know if
Thank
it's
you.
helpful, but that's what I did.
At least it actually I've seen that formula. Okay. It's so rough.
Okay, so now to the 90th percentile, so we would do the same thing, but put in
What did you guys get for that one, the 10th?
It did the same. It gave me the same z-score when I put in the 0.9 as it did for the 0.1. So I don't know.
I guess the z-score would be the same.
Oh,
it's the same
my
distance
gosh,
away.
hold on. For the yeah, but one of them should be negative and one of them should be positive, right? Or I mean, one of them should be on the far left should be the 10th percentile.
Yeah, so I think.
And the far right should be the 90th.
Percentile should be negative.
Yeah, and they want to know the GMAT score, so the thing it's probably somewhere around, yeah. So not the z-score, but the GMAT score.
Sorry, what?
Oh, like, so I'm not sure, because that formula that you were talking about is interesting. I mean, I'd like to review that a little bit, but like the z-score would be different than the GMAT score, which in this case would be probably somewhere around 500 or so in the 10th percentile.
What did you guys get for that, Girly?
It gives me a different z-score when I do 10 than when I do 0.9.
Yeah, so I have.
Oh.
Z-score. But when I did it with the when I made the 10th percentile negative, I did get a different score for the test though. So.
Hold on, I just realized I think. Sorry, go ahead.
So when I used the negative z-score, I got 388 for the GMAT score for the 10th percentile.
388?
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense because it should be low, but I don't know.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. I feel like I have to think about this. Okay, sorry, I had the wrong z-score written for the 10th percentile for some reason. The end answer should be 557.4880. So.
What did you get for 26?
For 25, I got 557, and then for 26, I haven't done it yet. I'm thinking of putting 90.9 at the top, and then
well, if
and
you
then
guys
use
are
that z-score.
According to Wolfram Alpha, the result would be about 387.8. That's
yeah, I got 388.
Cool. So that sounds pretty legit.
What were you using?
Oh, it's just this math website. But how did you find the 388?
I found that for the 10th percentile by using the z-score, but then it gives it as the 1.282, and I used the negative z-score, the negative 1.282, and then I used the same formula with the x minus the mean over the standard deviation and solved for x.
Oh, so you just solved for x. There you go.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Okay. And so for the 90th percentile, you're going to use 0.9.
Yeah, you're going to use the positive version. Yeah, the positive z-score, so 1.282.
Okay. So 1.282. What's the setup for that equation?
So it'd be the 1.282 equals x minus the mean, which is the 542.
423.
Yeah, and then that's divided by the 120.54.
Okay. And then let's see.
We'd multiply by that standard deviation to cancel that out. And then you would add the
Divided by 120 on both sides. I see what you're saying. Okay. Okay. And what did you solve for that, Carly? I still have to figure out how to do this algebra. I'm like, what?
Yeah, so for that one, I got 97.
Okay.
Sorry, you got what?
697.
You got what?
Yep.
697 for 26.
And then, yeah, that's what I got too, 697. And then for question 27, that it's asking for the first quartile, which is basically the 25th percentile. I got 461 for that.
Okay.
Does that sound reasonable?
Yeah.
And the third quartile, which is the 75th percentile.
How do you get that 75th?
Oh, it's kind of the same way that you do the 10th or the 90th. I'm just solving instead for like the 25th and the 75th.
Gotcha. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Okay, and then so for the third quartile, which is the 75th percentile, I got 624.
What did you get for that? 28?
624?
Thank you. I'm like, probably going to come into the tutoring center after we're done submitting this. Okay.
We're almost there.
Yeah, no joke. Wow, this is the same idea, but I think this is just the z-score with the n in there divided by n. Is that right?
Divided by the square root of n?
Yeah.
Or just n?
No, divided by the square root of n. So it should be, we already did some of this one. Let me see. Okay, it should be 542.3 minus 120.54 divided by, what did we decide that was? I just don't know if it wants us to do the 500 or the 600 again. Am I looking at the wrong problem? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm thinking of using the 500. So I think it's going to be the same thing. 500 minus 54.23 divided by 120.54 divided by the square root of, I don't remember how much you gave me, 15?
Yeah, square root of 15.
Although it's not asking for a probability or anything, is that still the z-score that I would need to look for?
So I didn't think so last time I did it. I just did, but I got it wrong. I was thinking the same thing, so I just did 120.54 divided by the square root of 15, but that was wrong. So don't do that.
Thanks. Does anybody have an idea?
Not right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, okay, let's see what happens if I do.
This has been like the hardest assignment times 100 so far.
I see, yeah, no, I agree. Z-score.
So what we want is the equation for the mean of the distribution of sample means.
So I don't know. I wrote here. It's one of those things like I wrote it down, but it's been a while since I looked at it. So standard deviation of the sample means.
The distribution of the sample means.
So
Yeah.
is it just supposed to be the mu times x bar?
Well, I think the mu x bar is the same way to say the standard deviation of the sample means, which I don't know. I know what I'm saying doesn't help at all. It just makes it worse.
Because, Girlie, did you say that you tried the standard deviation divided by the square root of n?
Because that's kind of what I was leaning towards trying.
Well, I got a negative z-score. I got negative 1.359, and I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with it.
So let's just try this. So
I know, right?
standard deviation divided by.
Girlie, what did you get for your answer when you did the standard deviation sample mean formula? You did the, what did you do? It was like the standard deviation divided by the sample size, right?
The square root of the sample size, yes.
Yeah, what is that? Because that should be the answer to 30.
What
Well,
I got was.
I got 31.23. Sorry, like 31.1239. 1232. I don't know. Basically 123. 31.123.
What did you get, Girlie, for that? I mean, because I know that's the equation for 30.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I'm trying to find where I wrote that down. Because I did do that.
What's our standard deviation again? Standard deviation.
What is our standard deviation?
120.54.
I had it written down here. Hold on, let me find it. Oh, yes. Okay, so then. So the square root of 15 is 3.872, right? Or 873. In other words, I'm just going to double check my math. Sorry, that's
Okay.
just my 5-year-old pounding on my door.
That's okay. I'm going to, my work started 10 minutes ago, so I'm going to submit real quick.
Oh, I'm
What
sorry.
did you submit for 31?
So for 29, you guys didn't get 29, did you?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay, so I was just going to put 31.123 for 29, 30, and 31, and I'll let you know if any of those are right.
Okay, so what I had was 31.124.
Oh, 124, you had a round up there?
For number, I don't know what number I'm working on.
1, 2.
For number 30, I think. Is that what was supposed to be?
Okay.
But
It sounds
I
like
don't
it
know.
might be a rounding thing.
Hazel!
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm submitting.
I'm submitting as well. I just can't even anymore.
Okay. All right, so 30 is 31.123. And it is not the answer to 29 or 31.
Wait. Give me a second. Did you get any of those last ones correct?
Yeah, the answer to question 30 is 31.123.
30.
Yay!
30 is, sorry, I'm trying to get there.
31.123?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good job.
Oh my gosh. Or shouldn't it be 124? You did 123 and it worked?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't question. Like we're good.
Yeah. Okay. But we got 29 wrong?
I put the same answer for 29, 30, and 31, and it's
Okay.
not the answer for 29 or 31.
Okay.
Hey guys, what did you get for question 3?
I think for 31, if you put in the answer that we got in 30.
Oh. Yeah, 3 I put
into
D
the
on
app?
3, and that's wrong.
Okay, so we're gonna go
D is
with
wrong.
100.
Yeah, try.
Okay.
Sorry, as a parameter or as a statistic? Don't do it as a parameter because I got that wrong.
Okay, so 100 as a statistic then.
Okay. Did we get anything else wrong? It's Garrett, right?
Yeah. Sorry, what was that?
Okay. Did we get anything else
What else
wrong?
did we miss?
Let's see. Well, I got an 80%, so that's at least something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Number 9 is wrong. It's not 1.901.
Number 9. Let me get there really quickly. Number.
What was the answer that you had in there?
1.901.
Oh, we have 1.912.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe you guys will have better luck. And then the other one, question 13, the answer is not the variance.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with.
None of these, maybe? Because I said the standard deviation. That was wrong. We said the
Okay.
variance, and that was wrong. Or it's the mean.
No, because the mean is the. No. I hope not. I'm gonna go with none and see what it says for me.
Okay.
Let's get number 29 and 31 right.
I think 31.
I got those wrong.
Would it be?
Okay.
All right, good luck, guys. I got to go.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good luck at
Yep,
work.
bye.
I'm submitting this and seeing what it says.
So hold on. What it says? What is the standard for number 30? It says what is the standard deviation? So if you put the standard deviation like as the z-score, wouldn't that be the z-score? And if you put it into for number 31 into the applet, yeah or no?
Okay, I just
Although-
got one more right than the ones we already said we missed. But I also missed number 24. What did you guys have?
No, you can't do that in the Z-score. Sorry. You missed number 24.
Yeah.
We have 0.684.
Yeah, that's wrong, but it is 0.684 for 23. So we just highlighted on the wrong side somehow.
Oh.
Because it's 0.684 for the below one, 23, but it's not 0.684 for the above one, 24.
Okay. So,
And then
Okay,
well,
number-
did you get wrong?
well.
What?
number 22, I also missed that one.
Sorry, I think Afton was saying, do you have to go?
I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Gotta go. Yeah. See ya.
Good luck.
And
Okay,
then number
sorry.
22, I also got wrong, but I had 0.637.
22?
Yeah.
22 points. I have 0.647. What do you have?
Okay, so maybe you'll get better because I got 0.637. And that's it. All the rest were good, guys.
Oh, you said
Or-
3.7. I had 3. Sorry, I had 0.647. Was that maybe a typo?
Yeah, I think so. And then number 3, I just missed it, and I did 100 equals the statistic.
Oh, and you just missed it. Okay, so it has to be 112 is a parameter. I just know that one.
Yeah,
Why did we keep getting that wrong? Okay.
I don't know, but yeah, I got an 83. I think I'm going to call it good. I'm going to come into the tutoring lab tomorrow. So,
Okay, I'm
We'll
sorry.
see.
Could you just really quickly go over the ones that you got wrong? Do you have time or do you have to run?
I do have to run, but I can tell you what I got wrong. So I got number 3 wrong, and we just decided to go with 112 as a
Okay.
parameter.
Okay.
And then I got, sorry, I'm coming, scrolling. Then I got number 22 wrong, and I had 0.637, so it's a typo, I think.
Okay.
And then number 24, yeah, we had to have, I don't know, I got 0.684, and that's wrong.
And that was wrong. Okay.
And then for
Okay.
number 29, I did my own thing, so I got it wrong. It was negative 1.359 is what I put, which is just a z-score.
Okay.
And then number 31, I got that wrong as well, and I put 0.913.
Sorry, you said after 29, you said what?
31.
31. But you got 30, correct?
Yeah. And 30 was 31.123.
Okay. Okay. All right. So 24, 29, 31. Okay. Thank you.
No, thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and end this chat and then submit our link, okay?
Okay. Thank you so much. Good luck.
Bye.
Bye. See you Thursday.